Hi, I'm Mike with Holmes Quality Products. Today, I want to talk to you about the Capital One Venture X. This is Capital One's flagship travel card. This card does have a $395 annual fee, but through the video, we'll talk about how you can get rid of the fee pretty much and actually get cash back in your pocket. So this card's multipliers are 10x on hotels, car rentals booked through the Capital One portal, 5x on flights booked through the portal, and then 2x on everything else. So this is a travel card, but it's also your catch-all card with that 2% on everything. Now, I mentioned that this card has a $395 annual fee, and the basic way of covering that is they give you a $300 travel credit, and they make it super easy to use, but they also give you 10,000 miles every year. So you take those 10,000 miles, and that's at least $100 in value. So with the 300 and the 100, that's positive $5. This card has a current bonus of 75,000 points with 4,000 spend in 3 months. So 75,000 points is worth at least $750. If you transfer it out, you may get double that in value. This card also has a $100 TSA/global entry credit. When you go to get this, go ahead and get the global entry because that comes with TSA PreCheck. So it's a better deal to go ahead and get the global entry. This card also gives you a $100 experience credit for Capital One Premier Collection. This also gives you a $50 experience credit for the Lifestyle Collection too. This card will give you Capital One lounge access. So when you're traveling, if you're at an airport, there's a Capital One lounge. This will give you lounge access for you and 2 other guests. When you compare that to the American Express Platinum, there's more, it's Centurion lounges, but it's just the card just covers you to get in. It also gives you access to the Priority Pass collection of lounges too. On top of that you can bring yourself and 2 guests, you can also have up to 4 free authorized users. And then authorized users can bring in guests. Versus the American Express Platinum card, you have to pay a fee for each card that you have, and they can only bring in themselves. This card also gives you primary car rental insurance. So when you go to rent a car, decline the insurance they give you. This gives you primary car rental insurance, which the American Express Platinum doesn't give you primary car rental insurance. It gives you secondary car rental insurance. This card also gives you cell phone protection. So if you're using this to pay your bill, you'll get cell phone protection with it. It has some trip and travel protections I'll put up on the screen so you can see some of the extra benefits of this card. So Capital One has their own travel portal, which they give you like a guarantee to price match somebody else and things like that within so many hours of you booking your flight and tickets. And they also have a shopping portal where they'll give you like cash back percentages and things like that. Now, I mentioned earlier that you can cover the fee. So you have the $395 annual fee, but you get the $300 travel credit. You get the $100 worth of bonus points every year, so that's $400. But you're also going to get the TSA PreCheck/global entry. You're also going to get the lounge access and things like that. You're going to get the hotel credits when you book to certain types of hotels to their portal. So it should be easy to cover the $395 annual fee with the first initial $400 in credits. But with the additional benefits, you should be able to put money back in your pocket. Between getting the primary car rental insurance, so you can waive the insurance, and booking to certain types of hotels will give you different credits and things like that. You should be able to put extra money in there. And also the lounge access. When you go to a lounge, you can get yourself some food and drinks for free at an airport. You should definitely be able to put money back in your pocket. So I did some comparisons in here, comparing it to the American Express Platinum because that's like the one that most cards get compared to. That's my personal travel card. But I feel like with this one, you can travel less, maybe, once a year, twice a year, and definitely get the credits back out of it. And they're simple to use credits. In the American Express Platinum video, I talk about how that card puts like $400, $500 back in my pocket every year. Even with only traveling a few times, I could put that money back in my pocket. But I think it's a lot easier to work with this one because the credits are super simple to use. There's not a whole bunch of different, as people refer to as coupons with the Platinum. Now, I personally like the Platinum more because when I travel solo, so I don't need lounge access for me and additional people. I'm putting $500, usually $400 to $500 back per year back in my pocket with the Platinum. So that's more than what this card even costs. So I get value out of the Platinum. But I would probably recommend this to most people, or tell them at least do the math and see which one works out for you. So my opinion on this card, it's a good card. If you travel and maybe at least probably twice a year or once, if you can get the credits out of it, why not? You're going to get the credits. It's going to cover the annual fee. And then you still have this card to give you extra benefits if you decide to travel more later, long as you can at least cover that annual fee. Because if you're paying that annual fee out of your pocket and you're not getting used to these credits, you're wasting a lot of money. But I would definitely recommend this card to people. So do the math, make sure this works out for you. Make sure you're getting positive out of this card. You're going to get some money back in your pocket. And if it does, definitely consider it. It's simple to use. It's not complicated. You add this with the Capital One Saver One as your dining and your food card, and you got a pretty good combination. They call it the duo. It's a pretty good combination. Remember, like I always say, if you don't have the cash, you don't have the credit. Only spend what you have. Don't go in debt to go do crazy things and waste money on things. I don't want you guys to go in debt. I want you to gain value out of this. Travel for free. Put cash back in your pocket. I want you to get free things and do things for free. Don't go in debt. And if you're paying interest, all these percentages, they're going to be almost irrelevant because you're going to lose money. And I want you to gain money. Anyway, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.